Hi guys, we're sorry about that. Welcome again to Movie Couple Live. Thank you for joining in on today's live stream. I'm Wendy,
I'm Dustin.
and I know we usually start the show slightly differently, but today we're with heavy hearts with this terribly sad news about Chadwick Boseman, and so we're just going to talk about this right off the top. Completely still in disbelief. The news came yesterday and I thought it was fake. I really thought it was fake. I was
Yeah,
hoping that it would be fake. And unfortunately, he lost his battle to cancer at the age of 43.
it was such a gut punch because one, no one even knew about it. I mean, the fact that he was diagnosed back in 2016,
Yeah.
that it means he was diagnosed relatively recently after finishing filming for Captain America: Civil War,
Yeah.
and nobody knew. And I find it just so heroic,
Heroic?
heroic, the fact that he fought this fight and he didn't, it was like, no, he did not go around telling people that he was fighting it. He still, there's so many pictures of him at hospitals talking to
Yes.
kids who were undergoing cancer treatment while he himself was going through cancer. And I have seen what cancer can do to someone personally. This is actually colon cancer is what killed my brother. I've seen firsthand just how hard of a struggle and just how much of a physical toll it is on your body.
Yeah,
And
it's
yet he still took it like a king, you
yeah,
know?
he's a king, Wakanda forever. Chadwick Boseman is really a hero and a very talented actor, and he gave us so much. And it's not just Black Panther, although I freaking love that movie.
Hmm.
And it's not just the character Black Panther. It was also Marshall and the Five Bloods, which we absolutely loved. And it
Yeah.
was it was Get On Up, and just like 21 Bridges, and there are so many. Um and I really still can't believe this news. I think this is absolutely insane, and I really want to, like, I don't want to use the word applaud. I think that's the wrong word to use. But the fact that he
Admire
kept,
is
yes,
probably something, yeah.
mm, yeah, to dealing with cancer is not easy. Definitely not for the person who has cancer. Definitely not for the friends and family who knows that this is going on. And in the midst, that you've already said it, in the midst of all this going on, he gave us so many movies, and
Yes.
he did press, and he did interviews, he visited a hospital, he campaigned for various causes that he believed in. He was doing so much that nobody other than close friends and family knew that he was battling this. And the fact that he was like stage 3, there's only 4 stages of cancer, in case you guys didn't know of any cancer. There's only 4 stages, and when he was
Yeah.
diagnosed, I think he was already at stage 3,
Yep.
according to some of the reports that we read. And if that's wrong, please feel free to correct us. And the fact that he worked still so extremely hard while undergoing surgeries and chemo
Yes.
is incredible, because that's like, I mean, I've never personally undergone chemo, but just hearing the things and how it affects you, and you're tired, and you don't have an appetite, and mentally, of course, it's gonna mess with you a bit too. It's just really incredible, and it shows just how strong of a person he is.
Yeah. And the fact that, I mean, he was such a role model for so many people. The fact that he got to bring so much representation to his roles, the fact that he did such an amazing job on all of them, and he still did that while going through a life changing event.
Yeah.
And the fact that he did it with such a regalness,
King.
such a kingly
A
state
king.
kind of a thing.
A true king.
And it is amazing. And we were talking about this before we got started, and this is something that I just felt so crushed by when I kind of figured it out, the fact that, yeah, once he got T'Challa, once he finally finished filming, he must have
And
been,
this was Civil War.
yeah, back
Yeah.
when he was
Not
starting to
not Black
finished
Panther.
filming in Civil War. He must have been on like cloud nine. You know,
Yeah.
you got to be sitting there thinking, "Oh my gosh, I get to play, I get to represent the this hugely iconic superhero. I am going to be a part of this huge cinematic universe. This is going to be amazing." He had to be on such a high when all of this came together for his career, and then just to get this gut punch of, oh, by the way, you're diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer, and yet to still trudge on, to still face it, to take this challenge head on, and to of course bring strength and power from the friends and the loved ones and family members around him, but yet to not to like share this with the world. This was his struggle that he took upon himself, and that he still fought. And I just find that so admirable. You know, I think I would have become mm, a I feel like I would have become a little bit bitter, been like, "Oh, come on. I just
Like
got things
to
going."
feel angry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
have
of
that
course.
anger, to start having that resentment, but it looks like he never did that. And that just shows an incredible example of what a great individual he was, and what a great talent, and what a great person we have lost.
Yeah, and I kind of in the midst of all this news, obviously there was a lot of like interview moments and stuff like that that was popping up on my timeline, so naturally I clicked on them, and there was one specifically to promote Black Panther. They had a lot of people, kind of like a surprise thing. They brought them to this room. It's not even a room. It was like with red curtains. I think it was for Jimmy Fallon. It was for the Jimmy Fallon show. And, surprising like fans of Black Panther, they kind of put him in front of a portrait of T'Challa, and they're like, if you were to, speak with Chadwick, or to be able to, like, what would you want to say to T'Challa? And it
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of, and just appreciation for the work, for the representation, because damn it, inclusiveness matters. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
even a freaking word.
Yes, it does. It is.
Diversity matters, representation so matters, and if we haven't learned from anything else, just take a look at this, and just how everybody is really mourning um losing Chadwick Boseman, and all the work that he has done. um but it was really really sweet to watch everybody kind of, speak what they want to say, and show their appreciation, and have Chadwick come out from behind the curtain. They're just like losing their mind, and I watched that video like probably twice through, just because it was like a happy moment, and I kind of wanted to relive that, and remember that. And I'm trying not to be sad, but like this year is such a bitch.
Yeah, oh my
This year is
god.
such a bitch.
This 2020 is just the essential definition of a dumpster fire.
I can't even with losing
Oh,
just everything.
there was a
With the
picture
hurricane
that
too. Oh
made
god.
me even sadder. It was a picture of Chadwick Boseman and Kobe Bryant together, and they were both standing
Oh,
courtside
right over
like
left.
this,
There you go.
facing each other
Yeah.
like that, showing respect to each other. And I was just like, man, we lost both of them in 2020.
Let's not anymore 2020. We get it. It's
Yeah,
enough.
we're done.
It's enough.
We're done with 2020.
We have a super chat from Mr. Chris Mendez, and oh, there's actually one before that. We will read this one first because I clicked on it. Thank you so much, Chris, for your super chat. The man Chadwick Boseman is the kind of hero the character Tony Stark was in Avengers Endgame. Wakanda forever. There is, thank you so much, Chris, and there is another one that I got. Here it is. From the world of Devon TV, thank you very much, Wendy. My favorite superhero is gone from Earth. We're so sorry. We feel your pain, and we are very, very sad as well. I was at work when this happened. Is he in your top 5 superheroes? Absolutely.
Yes.
I remember when we. Okay, so I'll take you through the very slow process of me kind of like, oh, Black Panther. Okay. So when they first showed us like a concept of art of what Black Panther would look like in the cinematic universe, not in the comic books, because we already know what that looks like.
Yeah.
And it was like a rough design, and I kind of went, I don't know, like I didn't like that. I wasn't. I was excited to see the character finally in the MCU, but I was like not loving the suit. I just thought it looked like a Power Ranger suit, and I was like, I just wanted something like that looked more cool,
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
and those were like the concept art
And
that they
it
did.
was yeah. So I was kind of like, I'm sure it'll change, and it's also concept art, and it's a black suit, so there's I couldn't see the details on it,
Yeah,
and then we see him in Civil War,
in that
and
trailer where they're on the tarmac
oh
on the
my
and
god,
he catches the arrows, and you just and you
I
just have this
can't.
moment of he's amazing.
Yeah, I can't. I couldn't even with his intro, and I
Hmm.
said, what a great way, the way they handled introducing Black Panther into the MCU, and how he didn't even have like a previous film to kind of establish for the people who may not know about Black Panther. They did such a great job, and you're just kind of like, okay, even if you didn't know about him, you're like, yeah, 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 I'm into it. And then of course, Black Panther is a phenomenal movie. We're probably going to
Hmm.
watch it a few times throughout this weekend, the rest of this weekend and this week.
Yep.
And of course, Infinity War and Endgame. And it's just now that scene of at the end of Endgame when he came through the portal,
Hmm.
and Cap's just like panting heavily, like seriously beaten, and you just see, oh God, all three of them walk through, and you're just like, yes, yes. So those are the moments we're going to remember forever. If you haven't watched all of his movies yet, you can surely find them. I know The Five Bloods is on. I believe it's still on Netflix. It's
Yes.
excellent. It's an excellent movie.
Hmm.
Um, I think everything else is probably, if it's not on like an HBO or Netflix or Amazon Prime, I'm sure you can just VOD it, and
Well, I
we
think
suggest that
The
you
Five
do.
Gloves was made specifically for
Yes, you're right.
Netflix. So I think, yeah, it should still be on Netflix. It's still there. But something else that came to my attention when I started thinking about it too,
Hmm.
when you look at